Jake with Pool RX. We're in Corpus Christi, Texas, and today we are going to replace a sand filter. It's a Jandy filter that is actually less than a year old. Started splitting, so we're going to go ahead. It's getting replaced under warranty. We're going to go ahead and pull the old one out and put in a new one. So I'm going to go ahead and turn this pump on, show you what we got. So definitely a bad leak on there. So it's a 24-inch sand filter. So we're going to go ahead and get this thing replaced. And since this is a direct replacement, what we're going to do is just undo your unions on your waste, pump, and return lines. Pull these off. We'll go ahead and use the same fittings, or we'll put in new ones. It doesn't really matter. And then instead of wasting our time sucking all the sand out, we're just going to cut a hole in the bottom of this filter. Since it's a garbage filter now anyway, we're just going to cut a hole in the bottom there and shovel all the sand out, get it out of the way, slide in the new filter. Get your Sawzall started in there. You can use a grinder, whatever you want, and just cut away. Cut a hole big enough to get a shovel in. There you go. Sand is starting to fall out, so we'll just get a shovel in there. There's your laterals. We'll just get the shovel in there and get all that sand out so we can pick this thing up and move it out of our way. Alright, went ahead and started digging some sand out of there, and went ahead and pulled the multi-port valve off and got the laterals up out of there. These are what the laterals look like, if anyone was ever wondering. And they actually get folded out like this down in the filter. So that's what it looks like. There's your standpipe. Your multi-port sits on top of that inside the filter. And then your laterals. And the purpose of the laterals is they keep sand in the filter so it doesn't go out into the pool. So that's what your laterals look like down in there. Alright, let's finish getting the rest of this filter out of the way and the new one slid in place. Alright, got the new filter in place. We're going to start adding sand. The new filter comes with one of these, and that keeps the sand from going down in your standpipe. You don't want sand in there because it'll get inside the laterals, and then it'll come back through your multi-port and just create a mess. So make sure you got this on, and then first fill up the filter at least up to the level of your laterals. I always get it a couple inches above the laterals of the water, so fill water up above those laterals. That way when you put the sand in there, it kind of flows around the laterals and doesn't crush and break them. So there's just a little tidbit note for you. Once you get your filter back in place, get the new multi-port on. Make sure first thing you do is backwash it, because all that dust and sand is going to come out. You don't want it blowing into the pool, so put it on backwash. Do a good backwash and rinse first before you put it to filter. As you can see, all that is coming out of the backwash. So you want to give it a good backwash first. Get all that dust and all that sand, sediment out of there. Make sure you check for leaks. And after you backwash it, give it a good rinse, and then you can put it back to filter, and then you're good to go.